getting into this episode of GH, I was not looking forward to this episode. It was a beautiful episode. I felt like it was great. I think they gave Sonya Eddy slash Epiphany a wonderful send off. I just wasn't looking forward to this episode because that meant it was final. You know what I mean? Like, this is goodbye. Excuse me. It felt like, I don't necessarily like to say the word goodbye. I don't. I like to say see you later. But Epiphany was just that character. Oh my god. Like, she was funny as hell. She was smart as hell. She was a truth teller. You know what I mean? She was that type of person. If you messed up, she gonna tell you the truth about yourself. You know what I'm saying? But she did it with so much grace. She did it with so much class, and I loved it. Like, she didn't judge people, but she just told people what they needed to hear instead of what they wanted to hear. She was amazing at her job. You know what I mean? Like, she was that nurse ain't nobody play with. They knew better. No nonsense. You know what I mean? And it's never gonna be another Epiphany. Never. It's never gonna be another Epiphany Johnson. Like, I don't give a damn. It ain't never gonna be another one. I totally get why Marshall would blame himself, because that's usually what people do. You know what I'm saying? They have that guilt. Like, oh, if I didn't encourage her to do this, then she would still be here. He can't think like that. At the end of the day, it was because of him and his support, it got her to live out a dream that she always thought about. Something she thought she could never, never accomplish. And a lot of it had to do with him. It was his support. It was his words. You know what I mean? That got her to finally, go after what she really wanted, was to be a doctor. You know what I'm saying? So he should be proud of that. I felt like no matter what, I mean, you can't blame yourself and say, well, if I didn't do this, that wouldn't have happened, because there's no guarantee. I mean, she could have been living in Port Charles. I mean, still staying in Port Charles right now, and something like that could have happened. You know what I'm saying? On the side of Harbor View Road or something. You know what I mean? Where she was driving down the road and something like it could happen anywhere, anytime. Don't make a difference. So I'm glad Portia and Curtis were there to let him know, like, listen, you can't blame yourself because it's not your fault. And it's not. He shouldn't carry that. It's definitely not his fault. It was wonderful seeing freaking Emma Scorpio Drake. Oh my goodness. She has grown up to be a beautiful young lady. I could not believe it was her. I was like, oh shit, Emma. Like, she has grown up. You know what I mean? So it's amazing to see her. And I'm glad that she came back for Epiphany's memorial, because, like she said in her eulogy, she's known Epiphany all her life. Epiphany has been around for as long as she can remember, and it's sad though that Robin and Patrick couldn't be there. I am so sad that they could not be there. Kimberly McCullough and Jason Thompson. I'm sad they could not be there. You know what I'm saying? I think it would have been wonderful to see them, because Epiphany has been a major part of Robin and Patrick's life. You know what I mean? A major part. So it was sad, again, that they weren't there. I don't know what the optics were, like, what the conversations were behind the scenes about getting them on. Maybe they were too busy, or Y&R's schedule couldn't permit Jason to be here or whatever. It would have just been the icing on the cake to have them, though. But I am glad that we got a mention of them and whatnot, because they were a huge part of Epiphany's life, so it would have been great. But I'm just glad that at least we got a mention. It sucks too that Anna couldn't physically be at the memorial, because she's still at the safe house and whatnot. But at least we got to see her, and her thinking about Epiphany, and her seeing the fireworks at the end. That was beautiful. One of my faves, I was happy as shit that we got to see Milo. Milo came back, and I was thrilled to see him. And I'm glad him and Sonny had that moment. I loved when Milo and Epiphany were dating. I freaking loved it, because you know what? She was so insecure about being with him because of her weight and stuff like that. And I love that Milo didn't give a damn about that. He even worked with her on exercising and stuff, but he did not care about her weight. He saw the beauty of her as a person, because on the outside and the inside, Epiphany was a beautiful fucking woman. She was a woman that you would be proud to have on your arm, that you would be proud to be friends with, that you would be proud to bring home to your parents. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of woman she was, and that's what Milo saw. You know what I'm saying? He didn't see what she may have saw of herself. You know what I'm saying? He gave her that confidence. Like, listen, despite your weight, you're a beautiful ass woman and I want you. Because think about it. Milo, look how he looked. He could be with any woman he wanted. He could have been with any woman he wanted. And he chose Epiphany because of who she is. Or who she was. Because of her spirit. And like I said, on the outside, she was a gorgeous woman despite what she may have thought at that time. She was a beautiful ass woman. Inside and out, hands down. You know what I'm saying? So I always enjoyed their relationship. And it's good to see Milo come back and, you know, mourn her and think about her. And, you know, I'm glad that him and Sonny had a conversation. And I love what Sonny said to him, too, you know, about coming back to the business. Because, you know, he was asking Sonny about the state of the business and stuff, how things are going with, you know, with the Corinthos organization. And Sonny was honest with him about it, you know, saying it was dicey and stuff like that. But I love how Milo did not hesitate to jump into action. Was like, listen, I may not have worked for you, you know, worked with you these last few years, and I may have left, but if you need me, I'm here. He was ride or die. But I love that Sonny said no. Sonny was like, nope. And I agree with Sonny 1,000%, because if you have the opportunity to get out that lifestyle, and very few manage to get out that lifestyle, and you have that opportunity to get out of there, take it. And Sonny was like, no, I won't hear of you coming back. Hell to the no. Sonny said, absolutely not. Live your life. You got out, stay out. It's the best thing for you. Because deep down, Sonny wish he could get the hell out. But it's not that simple for him. You know what I mean? So he admires anybody who could just walk the hell away. And I'm glad that Sonny did not say, you know what? Yeah, I need your help. Come back. No. He wasn't selfish. He was selfless. You know, Sonny could have easily been selfish. It was like, yeah, I need your help. Come back. And Milo could have been the next person getting hit by a bullet or dying or whatever. And we would have been at his damn memorial. So I'm glad Sonny said, nope. You living your life. Go live it. I'm good. I love that. And I'm glad, you know, Milo and Diane got some FaceTime and stuff, and she was asking him about Max and whatnot. I miss Max and Diane. You know, it's been some years since they've been together, but I miss them as a couple. They were funny as shit when they were together. Oh my God, they used to drive Sonny insane back then. I remember Sonny used to try to put the hammer down and was like, nah, you not dating each other. I don't approve. And Diane let him know, like, listen, good bruh. Diane used to put Sonny in his place. She was like, listen, what I do in my personal life is my damn business. You are not going to tell me what to do. I loved it. So it was good to see the two of them catching up and whatnot. And I wish that we could have saw Max too. But, you know, I'm glad that Milo mentioned him and said he good, which is good. I felt like that was a funny ass moment when Milo ran into Marshall. And Marshall had that look on his face when he found out that Milo used to date Epiphany. He was like, I said, yeah, Mr. Marshall, eat your heart out. That's what she was working with before. So come on, bro. Yeah. She went from that to you. I'm just saying. Not that Marshall ain't Marshall ain't no bad looking man either. But come on now. It's a total contrast. Like, she went from Milo to that. I'm like, yes, sir. This is what she was working with before she got with you. Oh my God. I wish Epiphany was here, because, you know, it would have been some funny shit to have her with Marshall and Milo popped up. Oh my God. I would have loved to have been a fly in the wall for that. That would have been some awkward moment type shit. I'm just saying. But I love the influence that, you know, not only the influence, but I love the impact that Epiphany had on so many people. Like, not even people just in the medical field. She had people outside the medical field. Like, she just made a huge impact on everybody. Including, you know, of all people, Obrecht. Like, you know, her and Obrecht didn't always get along. And even Obrecht was like, well, shit, you know, me and her ain't always get along. But she respected the hell out of Epiphany. Obrecht respected her because, like I said, Epiphany was no nonsense. Like, she would stand up to anybody, anywhere, anytime. She didn't give a damn who you were. Even Obrecht. Because remember, when Obrecht was chief of staff, her and Epiphany didn't get along for shit. But she knew she wasn't about to just straight up fire Epiphany like that. You know what I mean? I remember she tried to pull some shit with Epiphany, but Epiphany still didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was just no nonsense, you know, and I loved it. She stood up to whoever, didn't give a damn what your name was, what type of power you had. She didn't care. Epiphany kept on marching, and I love that, and I think Obrecht respected that about her. Um, and I'm also glad that we finally gonna get to some type of conclusion with this Willow storyline, because in the mix of all this, Obrecht is cleared to donate. So I'm like, thank God we can finally get that surgery done, and we can get this done and over with, and we can move forward. Get some resolution to that mess. I was surprised though, because Epiphany had some instructions and she wanted Obrecht of all people to carry them out. So I said, okay. I was wondering, like, what the hell she need Obrecht to carry out? Because I was a little nervous. I said, now what's about to go down? Liz, you know, was beating herself up, going crazy over the decorations and making sure everything was all right. Liz need to stop thinking like that too, like, because she kept thinking that, you know, she lost Epiphany as a friend. Listen, Liz has pulled so many shenanigans over the years, and Epiphany has never stopped being Elizabeth's friend. Has she been disappointed in Elizabeth before? Yes, but she never cut her off though. She never stopped being her friend. So I hated that Elizabeth kept thinking that, like, oh, because she not returning, because she wasn't returning calls at the time, or, you know, she didn't hear from her. That don't mean that she's not your friend. You know what I'm saying? It's like, at the end of the day, she's done more horrible things than this mess. And Epiphany has always stood behind her, but she always told her about herself too. You know what I'm saying? That's what I loved about Epiphany. She gonna still be there for you, but she gonna let you know when you doing dumb shit. You know, you being dumb. So I love that the lady who was in the crash came over to talk to Elizabeth, played by one of my favorite actresses, Yvette Nicole Brown, who's looking gorgeous. It was a beautiful story. It was a sad story, but it was beautiful because we got some insight into how Epiphany died. And she died pretty much being a hero, you know, doing what she loved doing, which is saving lives and helping people. And I expect nothing less, because that's the type of person Epiphany was. She was a damn ray of sunshine. You know what I'm saying? She didn't give a damn who you were. She was going to help you. And that's how she died, by helping somebody. You know, it was a sad story because I couldn't take it. I just could not hear of it. You know, I had to mute the TV at that point because it was just too much. Like, when you got that character that you love, and not only is the actress going, but the character now going, it's a tough damn pill to swallow. I'm like, even though it's TV, I'm like, but damn. You would have thought Epiphany was one of my family members. That's how she felt, though. Because you got characters and stuff like that that just, you know, you connect with. So, it was beautiful that, you know, at least Liz got that closure in a way. You know, she found out what happened. You know, even though it was hard for her to hear, she found out. And I did love the little cute scene between Diane and Robert. Even Laura had took notice of that. Laura was like, oh, you smiling hard. I'm like, yeah, he's smiling hard. He got a new boo in his life. Even though they not dating, but, you know, shit, they might as well be, because Robert was lighting up like a Christmas tree when he saw Diane. I'm like, listen, y'all need to go ahead and seal the deal with a kiss and a date. I'm just saying, take her out to a nice steak dinner and get y'all a little, you know, get y'all life. Because I would love to see them together, honestly. I was so sad for Felix. When Felix was in the locker room just breaking down, crying and stuff like that, I felt so bad for him. Because you could tell he loved him some Epiphany. And it was good that Brad was there, you know, to like comfort him and stuff like that. I miss the old Brad and Felix days. I really do. It took me back to like 2012, 2013. I miss them days with the two of them. You know, and I'm glad that he was there as a friend to comfort him, because Felix really needed it. I wish that we could see Felix more. Cause I think he's needed on the GH staff now more than ever. So if they could make that happen and make him full time again or something, or we could see more, I would be happy. I love how Deanna, I think that was Deanna or Deanna. I love how she told her story about Epiphany too, because at the end of the day, her credentials got her at the hospital, but it was Epiphany who taught her how to be a real fucking nurse. And I love that. Everybody was giving Epiphany her flowers, and I loved it, because she deserved every rose that she was getting from them. She deserved it. She deserved every flower. that she was getting at this memorial. She fucking deserved it because she was a rock star. Um, I loved everybody's eulogy. You know, Sonny, Carly, they all spoke out. I enjoyed it. You know, I loved all the flashbacks we were getting of Epiphany too. Um, and I love that we even got a call from Monica. Liz got a call from Monica, which I was happy about, even though Monica couldn't be there because she's at a press conference. She's at some type of medical conference or whatever. I said press conference, medical conference. She's the key speaker. I love that in the end, once again, Epiphany was looking out for Liz. Once again, she even wrote that letter that Liz, you know, thought that she didn't write. She wrote the letter. And I couldn't believe it. But Epiphany is recommending that Liz take over as head nurse. I thought that was so beautiful. Because if anybody should be the new head nurse, it should be Elizabeth. Despite her foolishness, she is good at her job. You know, she's been there a long time, been there, almost 20 years she's been at that hospital now. If anybody should be taking over, it definitely should be Liz next in line. I can't think of anybody better. You know what I'm saying? Like, she got the credentials. She's been there a long time. She's worked under Epiphany for years. Who better? You know, and I love that Epiphany wrote that. You know what I mean? So Monica's gonna, you know, present it to the board. I'm like, Liz, you got a new lease on life. You better not fuck this up. You better do it for Epiphany. You better be a rock star. You know what I'm saying? Don't let Epiphany down now. I love that last scene though. Everybody on the roof and they all setting off the fireworks and stuff like that. I thought that was so freaking beautiful. And the song, Epiphany song, "You're Not Alone" singing. They had that playing. I loved every second of it. It was just so beautiful. This episode was well done. And I love how Sonny and them was like, oh shit, popping off fireworks is illegal. Baby, you got the mayor sitting right there. The mayor don't give a damn. She was like, this for Epiphany. We gonna pop these damn fireworks. She said, shit, we gonna pop these fireworks, illegal or not. I don't give a damn. I'm the mayor. I run shit here. We gonna pop these. Ain't nobody going to jail today. I mean, shit, you got the mayor there. You got the DA. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Ain't nobody going to jail. This for Epiphany. We gonna do this. I enjoyed every second of this episode. This episode was so fucking beautiful. Oh my God. It was so beautiful. Sad. It was sad, but it was so beautiful at the same damn time. Oh my goodness. I am surely gonna miss Epiphany. I'm gonna miss her immensely. Rest in peace to the wonderful Sonya Eddy. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought. And I will see you all later. Peace.